So we need to discuss what we need to discuss, the aggregation functions, right? So today we need to complete the aggregation functions. Okay. In this aggregation functions, so yesterday what we discussed it, average, and average A also we discuss it. Average X is also we discuss it, but we need to discuss once again average X. Okay. What is this average X will do everything. Okay. So for average X, what is the average X will do? That means, see, it is also a calculating an average on a particular column. But here in average X, we will write an expression. Okay. In average X, we will write an expression. See here. So in this particular one, actually, average means what it will do, just writing a column and whatever the column you have passed it. So based on the column, it will calculate the average on that one, on that particular column. So what is the average formula? Total number of values by number of values, right? Sum of values divided by number of values. Okay, so in average X, but we are writing an expression for average X. Okay. So where is the average X? Okay, see here in average X, what we need to do is, see, first you need to write the column name here. Sorry, not column name, table name you have to write it. First you have to write the table name. After writing a table name, here put comma and write an expression. Okay, that expression is anything. That means two columns you need to sum it, two columns you need to subtract it, so two columns you need to multiply it, two columns you need to divide those two columns. Okay, so anything, or else you can write a directly column name also. Okay, suppose for example if I want to add the two columns. Okay, add the two columns. When we add the two columns, those two column names you have to write it here itself. Okay, after put comma, first column name, what is that first column name? ID column, merge to ID column and merge to sales related thing. Okay, so that means when you in between those two columns you are using an mathematical operator. That mathematical operator is either plus, minus, multiply, division, anything you need to write in between the columns. Okay, whatever operator you have to write it there itself, based on that it will be calculated. Okay, so what will happen is, so based on that operator, first it will calculate this one. Okay, that means id values plus sales values. Okay, what is id values here? It is 2, right? For sales value 2002. Like this, all the columns it will be submit sum of these values. After doing that, whatever it is getting, suppose here it is 2002. Okay, so it is, one second. No, no, in కాల్లో ఉన్నాను మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను. So here two columns you need to add it. So what will happen? So this is the table, right? So uh, first I need to put it in the Excel, then you will understand it. So these are the two columns will be there. What operation I did it here? It is adding those two columns. Okay, that means if I add these two columns, what will happen? here, when I add these two columns, see here. So that means this value plus this value. What is that value it is getting? 2002. 2002. Okay, here 3004. Here 4006. Here 1007. Okay, like this it will be displayed. So after that, after doing this operation, whatever result it is getting, this is the result it is getting, right? On this result, it will calculate the average. Okay, that means what will happen? So 2002 plus 3004 plus 4006 plus 1007 divided by how many values are there? 4 values. Okay, whatever result it is getting, that it will. Understand clearly, Swagat, Dadarao, and Ajit.
Yes, Vijay.
Is it clear now or not?
Yes, clear.
Yes. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లో ఇంకో ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ రాయొచ్చు అంతే కదా?
Yeah. See, that means first it will do this operation, and whatever it is getting in each and every row, see, this is the value 2002 and 3004 and 4006. Like this, it will do the mathematical operation on between those two columns, and whatever result it is getting on this particular result itself, we need to calculate the average.
Okay.
Understand or not? Because we are applying a function, the function average, right? So it will calculate the average on that particular one. Understand clearly or not? Ajit? Not only plus operation, you can do minus operation, minus mathematical operation. You can do multiplying the math two columns, or subtracting, or divide the two columns. You can do anything here itself. Understand? That means here I'm doing this part. Okay, so if you want to do this part, means okay, like this. So when I'm doing division, so what will happen if I'm doing a division on this particular one? Okay, so if I'm doing division, then what will happen? That means 2000 divided by 2. How much it is? 2000 divided by 2 means 1000. Okay, so here 3000 divided by 4. How much it is? 4 sevens 28. 4 fives 7 5 50, something like, right? 750, like that. Understand? Okay. Here it is like this, something it is getting, some xyz it is getting. Okay, so 456 or something it is getting, and 3. Like this it will getting, right? So if I'm doing division on with these two columns, like ID divided by sales, if I'm doing this expression, this is the result it is getting. After getting the result, whatever result it is getting on this particular result itself, it will calculate the average. Understand? So not only this one, if you multiply these two columns, after multiplying that, whatever result it is getting on that particular result itself will calculate the average. Like this, we can do the operation. Understand clearly or not? Swagat?
Yes, Vijay.
Tataro, Ravi, Ajit. Okay, because if you understand these particular one, average, average A, average X, remaining aggregate functions also same as it is. Min, min A, min X. Max, max A, max X. Same as it is. Okay. So let's see with other examples. Okay. So count related also. Count, count A, count X also it is there. See here. Count means count. So whatever column we passed it will count the number of records on that particular column. Okay. Suppose if I'm passing. Sorry.
విజయ్ గారు ఇప్పుడు మనం ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఒక టేబుల్లో ఒక డాక్స్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, అదే సేమ్ టేబుల్లో ఇంకొక మెజర్ ఇవ్వచ్చా, ఇవ్వలేమా?
ఇంకో మెజర్ ఎన్ని మెజర్స్ అయినా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు. In the same table itself, you can create a number of measures itself, but same names are not allowed. Remember.
Acha, same names. Okay.
Suppose it is a count. Here also it is asking count column name. Okay, so after passing a count, same how the average function calls the column name, same count also will calls the column name. Just you need to pass the column name of that particular table. Okay, suppose I'm passing ID column. Okay, so this ID column where it is there, that means in the merge. Okay, the merge to. In the merge to ID column, how many records are there? How many records are there? In a merge to, how many records are there? In a merge to ID column, how many records are there, Swagat?
Merge to.
In this column, how many records are there here?
Achha, okay. 4. ID, it's ID, in ID there are 4.
Okay. Why it is showing 5 records?
Vijay garu actually many select చేసినట్టున్నారు మీరు, merge కాకుండా. Merge to కదా మనకు కావాల్సింది.
Okay, see that means count means it allows the column name, and in that particular column how many records are there, it will count and it will give the result. Okay, and one more thing is this count will works for numeric related column or decimal related column or date related column or character related columns also. This function will works. Okay, if it is a character related, numeric related, date related, okay, if it is a decimal related column also, this count function will works. But average function will works only for decimal and numeric related column, right? This is an important point. Okay, next one is count A. Same for what is average A will do? Along with the numeric or decimal values, it allows the true or false also. If it is true, then it is take it as 1, and but false means it is take it as 0, and it will count the records. Understand? So, but we didn't use the in real time scenarios this count here. Okay. Next one is count AX is leave it about this one. Okay. Next one is count to blank. Okay. in a particular column itself, suppose you have a blank values are there. In a column, if there is a blank values, if you want to count those blank values, means then you have to use a function called count blank. Okay, that means it will count only the blank values in that particular column. Understand? It will count the blank values in that particular column. Suppose, for example, here it is, see here it is. So some blank values are there, right? So how many blank values? Suppose here it is there. If I want to apply the count, okay, on this particular one, a count blank function, in this particular ID column, how many blank values are there in this one? That values it will count it and it will give the result. That means here 3 plus 5, 3 plus 2, how much it is? 5. That means 5 blank values are there. Understand? Like this, we need to count it and we can give the result. Okay, that means in a whatever column we are passing, in that column, first it will check whether the count values are there, blank values are there or not, it will check it. If it is there, how many blank values are there? It will count and it will give the result. Understand? See, suppose for example, I want to apply the count blank function on this particular column itself. Okay, see here. Count blank. So you have to take the function. In that function itself, just you need to pass the column name. What column name you have to pass? ID column under blank data set. Okay, close the bracket. Now see, in this particular column, how many blank values are there? Here it is 1, 2, 3. That means 3 records will be there. So here, while we are showing that particular one, here, how many are there? 3. That means this count blank function will returns only blank values it will count and it will give the result. Understand? This is how it will do the operation. Okay. Next one is count rows. Count rows is nothing but, can anyone tell me what is count rows will do? Swagat. Anyone can tell me what is count rows will do? Because the same option we already discussed in the transform data. Count rows. Swagat, do you have any idea on this one? Count rows is nothing but it will count the values, count the rows of the particular table. It will count the rows of the particular table. Okay, it will count the records in that particular table. Okay, that means, see, let's see. Suppose, for example, see, in count rows, you need to pass the just a table name here, not the column name. Remember this one. Okay, in count rows function, we need to pass the table name. Okay, just you need to pass the table name. In the table, how many records are there, it will count and it will give the result. Okay, suppose blank. Okay, count rows means it will count the blank values. It will count the blank values and it will, count rows means nothing but in a table how many rows are there, it will count and it will give the result. So how many rows are there in this particular table itself? 3, 3, 6, 2, 8. See, 8 records it will be. That means count rows, because it is count rows function is very important, because in real time sometimes you need to count the table records. At that time you have to use count rows function. Understand? Okay. Next one is count x. For count x also we need to write an expression, table name comma expression. Okay. In this expression, I forget to say one point in the average x related. See in x, okay. In this particular average x, see if you want to pass an expression, you can pass it, or else you can pass the column name itself. Suppose for example, ID column. Okay, you can pass instead of expression, you can directly pass the column name also. If it is a column name, if you pass a column name, then on that particular column itself, it will calculate the average. That means if in average x, if you pass a column name, then that average x function will works like a average function. Okay. So if you want to write in x related functions, either you can write an expression or you can pass a single column name also. Okay, if you pass a single column name, then it will calculate that particular average or count or min or something. It will be calculated and it will give the result. Understand? Swagat, Ravi, Tatarao, Ajit. Okay, even count x is also doing the same thing. Count x means, see, it will count the value. See how it will be, the function will be there. Let's see here. See, in context also it is asking table name, comma, expression. Okay, so you have to write the table name, comma, expression means anything you can write it. Okay, that means adding the two columns or subtracting the two columns or multiplying the two columns. After getting the result, how many records are there, that it will count and it will give the result like this. Understand clearly or not? Bhagat?
Vijay, ఇది average x లాగే సేమ్
Same,
ఫంక్షనాలిటీ.
see, not only this one, not only count. See, all the aggregation functions, if you know one category means other categories are also same.
ఓకే ఓకే. అంటే
Understand?
ఇప్పుడు ఈ కౌంట్ ఎక్స్ కూడా యావరేజ్ ఎక్స్ లానే సేమ్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ.
But here it will count the values. There it is doing the average related thing. Understand?
ఓకే, got it.
But the syntax is same.
Syntax, okay.
Understand?
అందులో ఏ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు, either divide గానీ
Anything.
multi.
Or else instead of expression you can write the column name also. If you write the column name, then it will act like a count. Understand?
అప్పుడు మరి కౌంట్ రోస్ కి కౌంట్ ఎక్స్ కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఉండదు కదా, ఈక్వల్ అంటే సేమ్
కౌంట్ రోస్ కాదు, కౌంట్ ఫంక్షన్ కి కౌంట్ ఎక్స్ కి. అప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైతే టేబుల్ కాలమ్ నేమ్ ఒకటే రాస్తావు కౌంట్ ఎక్స్ లోని, అప్పుడు there is no difference between the count x and
count rows.
Count, not count rows.
Acha, count. Okay. అర్థమైంది. Count. Okay, first ఇది. Okay, got it.
Understand? So like
count
this.
rows లో just rows ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి కౌంట్ చేస్తుంది అంతే కదా.
Yeah, that's it. See, if you understand the first category of aggregation functions, average, remaining all are similar. See here. Next one is distinct count. Distinct count means so it will remove the duplicate values, and after that it will take that means it will take the unique values on that particular column, and after that it will count the records. Understand? That means suppose for example here, not here, see, suppose for example, if I'm applying the distinct count on this particular column, distinct count, so that means, so distinct count means first it will take the unique values in this particular column. Okay, unique values means, that means if any value is repeated more than one time, it will take only one value. That means here one value is repeating more than one time. No, it is only one value, so it will consider it as a one value. But when it comes to the two times it is repeated, then only only it will consider. Okay, next one is 3. So if 3 is repeated multiple times, only 3 only it will be considered, and after that 4, like this. That means in this particular column, it will take the unique values, and after that it will count the records. Understand? That means Swagat, can you please tell me, if I'm applying the distinct count, what result it is getting?
4.
That's it. See, if you want, I can apply this one also. Distinct count. What will happen? Distinct count means, so this column, many one column, many one ID column name you have to pass it. In that column, first it will take the unique values, and after that it will count it. Unique values means it one value only it will take. If any value is repeated more than one time, it will consider as one value only. See here, so 4 record only it is shown. See here, how many records are there? 4 records only. Okay, that means it will take the distinct values and after that it will count the records on that particular column. That's it. Understand? This is how it will do it. Okay. Next one is distinct count to no blank. That means while at the time of applying distinct count, even blank values also it will take the distinct count. Okay, blank values also it will count it. So instead of without having a blank values, if you count that particular column means then you have to use distinct count to no blank. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next one is max A, max X. What max will do? That means whatever column we passed it in that column, in the either numeric column or decimal column, whichever highest value is there in that particular column, that it will take it. Suppose, for example, let's see. So on this column, I'm applying the max function. Max of ID. Okay. Then what will happen here? It is in this particular column. What is the maximum value? Maximum value means highest value. What is the highest value? That only it will take it. What is the highest value here, Ravi? Ravi, are you there?
Yeah. Highest
Yes.
value is 4.
4. That value only it will choose. See, it is 4 value. Max means it will whatever column you passed it in that column, what is the maximum value it is there, that it will value will returns. Okay, this max function we can apply it on the either numeric column or decimal column or date column also. This max function will works on either numeric or decimal or date column. In these three only, this max function will work set. Understand? See remaining max X, max A, and
I have
same.
a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
In date column means highest date value. Highest date.
The highest date value.
Okay.
Yeah, highest date value, whatever it is there, that date value it will returns.
Okay.
Okay. And here also max A, max X. You know what is max X. So first it will max X means write an expression. Suppose you are adding or subtracting the two columns. After subtracting the two columns, okay, after doing the subtraction between the two columns and you are getting the result, right? After getting a result in that whatever maximum value is there, that it will returns. Understand? Is it clear, Ravi?
Yes, clear.
Okay, that means if you understand average related, remaining all are same itself. See, min A, min X, max A, max X. Minimum function means it will take the minimum value. Okay, this minimum function we can apply it either numeric related column or decimal related column or date related column also. Okay. Next one is product and product X is not required. Okay. Next one is sum and sum X. Okay. That means it will calculate whatever column we passed it on that particular column. It will calculate the sum of the values. It will suppose, for example, I need to calculate the sum on this particular column. Then what you need to do is of whatever column we pass it. Whatever column, wait, what is this here? Whatever column we passed in this sum, that means in this particular column itself, it will calculate the total value of that particular column and it will give the result. See? Okay, so in this column, what is the total value? 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 4, 14 plus 1, 15. So that is the value it is getting here. Understand? This is completely about the aggregation functions. Tomorrow we need to discuss about datetime functions. In the datetime functions, there are different options are there that we need to discuss it. And now in this particular aggregation category, okay, in this particular aggregation, what are all the important functions in real time? Okay, what functions we have to use it in this particular aggregation functions? Okay, what functions most of the times we can use it? See here, these are the functions you have to know at least to see. So in each and every category, I will explain you each and every function. Okay, after completing the category, I will give only important DAX functions. At least you need to prepare these functions. That's it. Okay, at least if you prepare these functions, that is enough. That's it. Not required anything. No need to prepare each and every function in that category. After completing the category, for each and every category, I will give the important DAX functions on that particular category. Just you have to practice on these DAX. That's it. So in the aggregation functions, these are all the important functions. Okay, so better to so at least if you prepare this also, that is fine. Understand? Next category is datetime functions. Those we can discuss it in tomorrow's class. Okay. So anyone having any doubts in this today's class?